702.
The Big Interview
With Bongani Bingwa.
17 after 7, on to this now. We are not backing down. We need to implement our bylaws. We need to reclaim the city. The words there of the Johannesburg Mayor, Dada Morero, who's been driving a month-long Reclaiming the Inner City campaign. And the idea is to bring life to the historic CBD areas like De Villiers Street, once defined by chaos and congestion, are now cleaner, more organized, and we are told safer. But there are those who are saying, hang on a minute, you are targeting some of the hardest working, most innovative traders operating in Johannesburg. Is it really about clean pavements, or is it about creating jobs and opportunities for those who would otherwise not have them? And we've seen this movie before, where informal traders went all the way to the Constitutional Court to basically exercise their rights. So we've invited two guests who are perhaps on two sides of that debate. Firstly, let's welcome Dr. Sibongile Vilakazi, who is an academic, author, and organizational developer. A very good morning to you, and welcome to 702 Breakfast.
Morning, Bongani. Thank you so much for the invitation. Good morning to your listeners.
We've also got joining us Deborah Rabuda, who is a lead attorney at the Socio-Economic Rights Institute, SERI, and they are essentially going to take the city of Johannesburg to court over the actions on at least as far as the informal traders are concerned. Dr. Sibongile, I'm going to let you have the first bite at this cherry. Firstly, what is your overall assessment of what the mayor is doing to reclaim the inner city? Is it the right thing to do?
Yes, I think the mayor is making significant progress and good momentum. Just observing from the reports that he keeps sharing wherever he goes, I think it's really good work that is being done. And it's the right thing to be done. Rules are rules, and rules must be observed. And unfortunately, sometimes chaotic environments create opportunity for others. And we recognize that, but the rules must be reinforced.
So the criticism will easily be, hang on, when did the mayor, or at least the city's administration, figure out that the rules were the rules? This kind of informal trading has been allowed to thrive in this way. The city made dirty and unsafe in this way for years. In fact, there are accusations that many officials and police officers have been taking bribes to allow this to happen as it has been. And now suddenly, because there's an election, the mayor cares?
Yeah, I think just because something has been allowed to happen in the wrong way doesn't mean that at some point when you decide to stop it, then suddenly you must be questioned. Why are you stopping it now? I don't think
we're not talking about a few months, though. We're not talking about a few months. I mean, this has been years. Some of those traders have been complaining. They've traded in those streets for 10, 12, 15 years. This isn't just some oversight the city had forgotten about.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. I mean, for as long as I've known Joburg, it's been like this. But that doesn't mean that it has been the correct way. I mean, when I took a drive there, for instance, I had to ask myself that, oh my God, I didn't even realize that all of these people all along, they've been violating bylaws because it has been normalized. Just chaos has been normalized. But at some point, someone has to put a stop to it. I don't know if you know, I'm sure you know about it, the broken window theory. It's a criminology theory, but it started in New York from a policeman who decided to just start fixing windows. And the theory says that when someone shows signs that they care, then the people on the ground start following suit. So simple things like clean up, fixing windows, removing graffiti from the walls, it starts signaling that change is here and change is coming. And I think we should enable and allow this campaign that is happening.
Look, there are all kinds of issues to debate there. Malcolm Gladwell was one of the first people to be exponents of that broken window policy or idea, has since debunked it, but that's perhaps a different debate for a different day. Let's just stay on the line. Joining us now is Deborah Rabuda, who is an attorney at SERI. This is the Socio-Economic Rights Institute, and they're essentially taking the city of Johannesburg to court over this. They've done so before, and they're doing it again. Deborah, thank you for your time, and welcome to 702 Breakfast.
Thank you for having me.
Why? Why go after the mayor for this? Surely this is a good thing. The inner city has been lost to many of the residents. It's been dirty, it's been unsafe, and these people are breaking the bylaws. What's wrong with the mayor's cleanup?
I think there's nothing wrong with the mayor's cleanup. I think everything that we've always emphasized, even in our correspondence with the mayor, is please can you give prior notice, and please can there be interim measures in place, and what do the timelines look like? And I think the narrative is that the informal traders, or our clients specifically, the South African Informal Traders Forum, CITEF, is being seen to resist the bylaw enforcement and the cleanliness. No. They've had to exist within what was happening, and they've always tried to comply with the laws as far as it has been possible.
But where they are and where they've been trading, you can agree, they've not been sticking to the bylaws. Have they not been breaking them?
My client specifically, CITEF, they've been trading there for over 30 years, so you'll know that in the early 2000s, when the city still had some sort of a grip in how trading was regulated in the area, their names were listed, they had permits, they were paying rent to the JPC. So they are, insofar as they could be.
Deborah,
local,
let's just be specific about what we mean.
Yes.
The cleanup has been particular areas in the Joburg CBD, particularly the streets, where you and I both
Yes.
know those traders are not allowed to trade. Surely then you can't argue that you need to give them more time to figure out how they're going to ease their way out of breaking the law. That can't be your argument, surely?
Hence, I'm saying we should distinguish from traders who have then come because there's no regulations, and traders who have been trading there by allocated spots from the city. And so what I am saying is, with prior notice and information of what development plans the city has, they can then make interim measures. As it stands now, they don't know when they'll be able to trade, and they live hand to mouth. And so it's been 3 weeks, and it's just been said no more trading.
There is a need for a safe, clean, and functional CBD, and the city has argued that they want to regulate trading by these traders. They want to have designated areas where they can trade. And what's wrong with that?
There was no prior notice. There's no timeline as it stands as how long it will take.
But aren't there
And there was
existing
no discussion
trading areas where these informal traders could go?
Sorry?
Are there no existing trading areas where the informal traders could go?
No. As it stands, they have not been able to trade at all for the past 3 weeks since this cleanup started.
All right, let's bring back Sibongile Vilakazi into this conversation. Do you buy that, what Deborah is saying, that the city didn't give enough warning to these traders and that they don't know where to go, and for the last 3 weeks they've been stuck not knowing what to do?
Yeah, I think we do need to be sensitive. As much as we want the cleanup to be successful, we want some of us who go there to shop, we want to be able to walk properly and shop nicely. But we also do need to be sensitive to the people who are making a living because the disorder has enabled it. So we do have to find a way to meet each other halfway. And I'm hoping that the mayor and the union or the forum that is representing the traders, they can have a conversation to find each other.
But don't you run the risk? Don't you run the risk then of reversing this? Because if, as Deborah says, these traders were not given sufficient warning, they've not been given an alternative place where to go and trade, don't you run the risk of reversing what the mayor is doing entirely because it wasn't done in the correct way?
No, it's not to say that now things must stop because there are people who are being affected. Obviously, they cannot stop. And obviously, there are always casualties in some of these things. So the rules must be enforced and the plan must move forward, but there have to be discussions that are happening. And I'm actually sad to hear that there may have not been those prior discussions and warnings, and because we can't be insensitive. In this country, we've been here before. People were forcibly moved from their homes to places where they were displaced, And we know how that tends to end up.
Yeah.
So we have to be...
Sibongile, there are others who will argue that's exactly what the city is doing. Deborah, I'll let you have the last word on this. As you'll both appreciate, I'm playing devil's advocate, trying to present both sides of the perspective. What happens now? The mayor says they're not backing down. They're going to continue. They're going to spread out to other areas. What happens next?
I think our commitment is just always, please tell us what's going on. And let's have these discussions. Let's know what the development plans are. Let's know what measures our clients can take, because I think if there was prior warning, if you knew for 2 weeks you won't be able to trade, you can make a plan. And now their income, they have no form of income and don't know when they can then engage or when they'll be able to trade again.
All right, let's leave it there. Both of you, thank you for your time. Dr. Sibongile Vilakazi, who is a governance transformation expert and academic and thought leader, and Deborah Rabuda, who is an attorney at SERI, the Socio-Economic Rights Institute. Where are you on this one? The more, the merrier, more of the same, please, Mr. Mayor? Or do you think, hang on, even if you're going to do it this way, make sure you stick to the law so that your actions aren't reversed? Let's talk.
Current events, developing stories,
Tough questions.
your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.